Well, it's been a while since we saw Dr. Umar Johnson, and more notably his dirty as all hell room. I wonder what the Prince of Pan Africanism's been up to. This video is coming to us from the SOS show, something I've never heard of, but came across the timeline, and I was like, oh, we're doing this. All right, good. Because the question that this clip ponders is, why are there more sellouts in the black community than in with any other race? And I just, man, it's this is like Democratic Party cell type stuff, you know, like where they just want to keep them brainwashed when it comes to Pan Africanism. And I know there's a lot of people who actually like Umar Johnson, but I don't buy it. I don't buy Pan Africanism. I don't really buy any of this nonsense. It only serves as distraction while, communities and families burn. And Dr. Umar Johnson is nothing more than another profiteer to me. But, we're about to sit here and listen to him explain why we have more coons and sellouts. And honestly, if you want my honest opinion, the answer to that question is because this is the only quote unquote culture that really propagates that idea that, if you interact with or you deal with somebody of a different ethnicity, or if you refuse to buy black, and that's no matter what the customer service or the quality of the product is, I mean, you gotta just quote unquote buy black, right? So Roland Martin, what's his name? Royce Watkins, because people call him something else. Royce Watkins and Boyce Watkins, and all of these other, intellectuals that sit here and put themselves out there. They're just trying to sell you a book. They're just trying to sell you a school. Speaking of which, Dr. Umar's school, the last I saw of it, they apparently had gotten a property, and it was him and another guy just cleaning things out, but the property was so disheveled that, hey, you need a crew for that. Like, you need to get the crew and construction engineers out there. But I haven't really been looking in on the guy, because who cares? I mean, if he sells, like, if you're willing to buy into this, I don't want to knock you. I'm not one to spoil your fun. Have at it. But me personally, it's just no, like it's nonsense that's only designed to put money in somebody's pocket, as opposed to doing something that can legitimately move the communities and the families of descendants in particular. Not, I don't know what this Pan African nonsense is about, but descendants in particular, to move our families forward. But no, let's talk about sellouts.
So we got to educate our children. Economics. You ever wonder why black people got more sellouts than any other race in America? Have you noticed that? We have more sellouts and coons than any other people in this country.
So, deal is, Umar, is that we're the only, like I said, we're the only ones that propagate this type of talk, this type of nonsense, outside of, the Klan, right? Like, because that's the same mindset that oh man, we have to just oh, that white person isn't going to do you any good, or this Jewish person isn't going to do you any good, and you gotta stay, man, we gotta stay together, we gotta be revolutionaries, because the white man's like, it's so funny to me. Like, look at what he's wearing. Why you wear pajamas on stage, my guy? Seriously. I've never particularly found the dashiki look to be all that attractive or appealing, and definitely not badass. You just look silly. But I'm a coon sellout Yankee American.
For one very big reason. We are the only people who do not systematically employ and economically empower their own.
Nonsense. Would you like to know why? Because I know plenty of black owners that would love to do that, that go out of their way to do that. And you know what ends up happening 9 times out of 10? Yeah, disaster. That's what ends up happening. Like, you're coming to work late. Yeah, they end up having issues with just trying to. It's like any group, when you sit there and you hire based on some arbitrary factors such as identity as opposed to merit. Yeah, your business is not long for this world. I'm sorry. If it's more of a merit-based thing, then it should be more of a merit-based thing than what other attributes that you have to you. Oh, we don't employ each other. Well, for the most part, not all of us, clearly, but many of us have zero work ethic. And a lot of that has to stem from the fact that the mothers are raising our kids as opposed to the fathers, because the fathers are so important to teaching the young boys in particular what a work ethic is. So when you remove that, you remove all the work ethic, and you got the welfare state. And let's not get into criminality and the way that these communities have been set up to be, police states for the most part. So, I mean, let's ignore all that. Let's just say, oh, we have all these coons and sellouts because we refuse to hire you. No, no. You do what's best for your business in order for your business to make money. Same as you're doing right now, because, hey, you probably got a book to sell and a school to finish not building.
Chinese systematically employ and economically empower their own. European Jews systematically employ and economically empower their own. Mexicans do it. Arabs do it. We are the only people in America. If a black child needs a job, he can't even come to his own community to get.
And why do you see it? And here's the thing: why do you think that is? That's the case. Then why are you talking to your mayors? Why aren't you talking to your council reps? Why are you sitting here talking about, orange man bad and all this other nonsense? No, sir. That is where the mayors and the councils and all these other people, they're supposed to come in. And guess what? They do try, but they're piece of crap jobs. There's and tons of them. Oh yeah, youth employment and stuff like that. Oh yeah, they go hard in that, completely ignoring the fact that their parents are the ones that truly need that type of work. So thus need some kind of work, because we got rid of all the industry. Because those white people who was out there preferring their own, they were still hiring black people. The docks and the union jobs. Yeah, they had their own preference, but one or two would sneak in as opposed to there being nothing for nobody.
How are we going to expect our people to be loyal for us when we do nothing for them? And that's why we got to put our money together. It only takes.
See, and that's what I always come back to. Like, guys, I don't ask y'all for nothing, because putting the money together, that's on me. Or whatever financial thing I need to take care of, that's on me. I might start something for donations, but at the same time, it's nothing obligated. But here he is like, oh, well, we have to just put our money together. Give me your money so I can keep building this school that I've been building for 12 years now? Seriously. It's just throwing money out the bad when money ain't the problem. Policy is the problem. Legislation is the problem. The laws that govern us at the municipal level and those who are empowered to represent us, they're the problems. Not some, oh yeah, give me all your money so I can make this one school in Philadelphia where most of you probably don't even live. Come on, man, miss me.
$250,000 to open up a credit union. That's sad. You know why that's sad? Because y'all spend about $2 billion on Christmas gifts. So if you would just take your...
Oh, you've spent $2 billion on... Okay, well, stay out their pockets. Stay out their wallets, all right? They want to take care of their kids. And he's reminding me of this dude that does porn. This guy... who he's a porn actor, and they have the exact same face. Yeah, it's very weird.
Christmas money, you can not only build a school for our children, you can build a bank to finance your business. See, you can take the slave out of...
So here's the deal. Here in Essex County, one of the few black-owned banks just recently went out of business. I mean, here's the thing. All this stuff sounds good, but what about how is it applicable? How is it sustainable? And it's just stuff that sounds good, but doesn't legitimately help or fix anything.
Slavery. But only the slave can take the slave out of himself.
I had an SOS show with Mary Evans. But yeah, you could take yourself out of slavery, but it's only the slave can take the slave out of himself. I hope you cleaned your room, Umar. I really do. I hope you got that squared away. For some strange reason, that room is just in the back of my mind right now. Bruh, clean your shit. Seriously. But yeah, this is This is Dr. Umar. This is the guy that everybody, like, y'all got mad love for this guy, and I just don't get it. It is substanceless fluff, everything he says, and it's just directed to say, to have a few sound bites, put out a couple books, and have people put more money in his pocket. There is no real direction there. There is no real guidance other than profit for him, at least from my humble opinion. And when it comes to the whole Pan-Africanism, okay, I do not trust the United States government. And when it comes to that whole sector, right? One of the leaders of it, one of the people at the forefront of it was let out of prison by the United States government specifically to push this, to propagate this and push this forward. And I just don't believe the government really got my best interest in mind. I just can't feel it. So I'm skeptical from about Pan-Africanism in the first place. And then it really like took off in the mid 90s during the Malcolm X, when Denzel played Malcolm X time, and where everybody was rocking their Carl Kanai. And so they introduced this thing called Kwanzaa. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is a tradition. And I'm like, where's it from? Because I ain't never heard nothing like that. And true enough, it came from that same guy that was let out of prison and, hey, spread this all over the place. It was, I guess it's an interesting medium between full on Islam and and it draws to this connection back to Africa. You know, like Africa. Bro, I'm an American, man. This is where my family's from. This is the country that my family's armies, my family have fought for, where they died on. And Africa, yo, they a lot of that was war. A lot of that was them getting rid of competition and usurpers. So shoot, they shipped them on off. We weren't stolen, we were sold. But everybody has their own narrative, right? Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. All the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like. Dislike, yeah, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sup, if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day, and share, because sharing is caring, and it's YouTube and BitChute and like, and speak. Let me know, what do you think in the comments. Like if you can defend Dr. Umar Johnson, or if you can link to like the last thing I saw from him, I think it was on Twitter, was that thing about him going through that school. So if they've made progress on that school and it's up and running and you got kids all abound and stuff like that, and the dream is really happening, by all means, like, shoot me a link in the comments. I would love to see it. All right, because at the end of the day, I like to think that people come from a genuine place. All right, I really do. I want to think the best of people, but unfortunately, I'm too jaded. I've seen it. I've seen the same scams and the same schemes and schemers and hustlers and common my entire life. And guess what? You wasn't fooling me then, so you're damn sure not gonna start fooling me now. And that's why we have more sellouts and coons, because it's just an easy label to throw around like anything else and say, oh, well, you don't listen to that person because he's a coon, even though this coon is telling you something that you actually would probably be better benefiting from hearing. So anyways, guys, till the next one.